Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2415. Happy Thursday evening. Yeah, I took a shower. Yeah. Good evening. Let's do stretching. Okay. I had very interesting dreams. Last night or a couple nights ago. Last night, big mining machine is like I would nickname it as like mountain movers. Okay, yeah, big mining machines. They're gigantic. I've seen them in pictures, but I saw one of them in the dream. That was interesting. Also, some oil refinery structure making skyline in the sky, like against sunset. That was interesting. Also, like couple nights ago, I saw this some building structure, very big and very impressive, artistic, big building structure with like rotating speakers. That was funny, but it was beautiful. And yeah, interesting dreams. Uh-huh. Ah, okay. Oh, oh. Okay. Now let's do roundhouse kick, okay? Huh, 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 huh. Okay, all right, 5 minutes, thank you. Woo! Okay, welcome back. We are back. Well, hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. Let's get back to mathematics, okay? Well, Japanese animation, yeah, some of them educational, like Dragon Ball Z, educational in a sense that Dragon Ball it features a lot of martial art moves, okay? So yeah, okay. But there's some other Japanese cartoons that's too violent. I do not recommend that, okay? Because we do not like violence or crimes. We do not like that, okay? So, but Dragon Ball Z is about martial arts, so there's some nice martial art moves there, okay? So, yeah, I did when I was in elementary school, okay, I did read like Korean translation of those Dragon Ball comic books, okay, when I was in elementary school, okay, yeah. They're good. Also, animation, the movies, okay, the Dragon Ball Z, good martial arts moves, okay, yeah, based on like karate, kung fu, okay, yeah, those are educational in martial arts, okay, okay. Now let's continue, okay, mathematics. 11. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the inverse vector of 11. This is too hard, okay? So I'm going to change this to lighter one. Double martial art. Is martial arts, isn't it violence? Well, it depends, but martial arts in Asian tradition, mostly China, okay? Yeah, Chinese kung fu is, I mean, yeah, maybe back in the days. Even nowadays, soldiers in the military, yeah, they love martial arts, okay? But in humanology school, martial arts is about exercise, having fun, self-confidence, and self-discipline, and also self-defense. That's what martial arts is about. Also defense of others, and yeah, okay, yeah, it's more like prevention of violence. Okay, so prevention of crimes. All right, yeah, yeah. Now, 11. Let me get some tums. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, I did buy whiskey. Huh. Oh, yeah, Minvar set of 11. Let's go. But, oh, yeah, yeah, we do not need this. Okay? Why? We're just practicing yesterday, right? Yeah, so we do not need this. This, we do need it. Inverse set of 11. Well, inverse vector of 11, okay? Uh, there's that whiteboard with the inverse asymmetric triangle. Oh, it's in the living room. Let me bring it. Okay. Is equal to, I'm gonna copy from there. 1643, 9287, 510. Okay? Like two's inverse, 11 is 6. Like 2 times 6, 12, which is 11 plus 1. So that's what one row 11. Okay? 5 times 9, 45, which is 44 plus 1. So it's one row 11. Okay? Blah, blah, blah. Okay? So now we want to express this inverse vector using uh, a series of these two operations, inner swap and outer swap. Okay? If you want to do it, go for it. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, if you want to try, go for it. Yeah, 5 minutes, thank you. Do you need more time? I know I do. I have not had my first drink of the day yet. And I'm very excited. Let me get some whiskey. Oh, yeah. It's been a while for me. How many days? 3 days, I guess. I don't know. Whiskey. Okay, so gah, gah, uh, the I was by the most affordable ones. Well, kinda. Okay, so both vodka and whiskey. Okay, kinda. But they're great. I course alcohol. Okay, and I have tasted some more uh pricey whiskey. Yeah, it goes down very smoothly. But if this whiskey is too strong, I put some water in there. Okay, no problem. Okay. Happy Thursday. Cheers. Welcome to Humor Show. Humor School. Okay. Hmm. And thank you for the comments. Yeah, thank you for appreciation. Okay, now we identify. Okay, we have pairs, symmetric pairs. Okay, we identify the inverse one, reverse one, meaning it's like descending order as opposed to ascending order within a pair. Okay, so with symmetric pairs, meaning they add up to 11. Okay, that looks like onion ring. Okay, which one's reversed? Yeah, 6 and 5. Okay, and 2 and 9. Okay, yeah. The only pairs that is like descending order, like inverse ones, inverse pair. Okay, now, okay, so we'll do inner swap first. Uh, inner swap, the second pair, and then fifth pair. Okay, swap it. If you swap them, all right. Whew. So inner swap, that's all. There are only two of them. Okay, yeah. Uh, now we need to conduct the auto swaps. Okay. Mm-hmm. 2 and 9, 9, well, 9 and 2, okay, 9 and 2, and 6 and 5, they need to be swapped, auto swap, okay? So, uh, the second pair and fifth pair, need to swap. Okay. Yeah. And we need one more. Cheers. We need one more auto swap, okay? Let's say that this is X, and let's say this is Y. Okay? And we need one more auto swap. Alright? And then we get that. If you want to solve that problem, go for it, okay? Yeah. 5 minutes, thank you. Okay. I like taking breaks. Yeah, this is why probably it's not a good idea that I become a lecturer because if I have a if I teach a class, will I take like 5 minutes break every 5 minutes? Oh, okay. So, but I appreciate educators in the world. Okay, thank you. 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay. Do you need more time? I do. Oh, I love whiskey. Oh, oh, I love whiskey. But I drink very slowly though. Yeah, I drink slow, okay, in moderation. So, happy Thursday. Cheers. Hmm. From here to go there, we need one swap. Auto swap, okay? Two pairs switching positions, okay? So, uh, yeah, 3 and 4, right? Yeah. third pair, third symmetric pair, and fourth symmetric pair. And ta-da! Yeah, that's inverse 11 inverse vector. Okay, yeah, we got it. Then let's say okay, 1 to 10. Let's call this as a 11th lesser number vector. Okay, uh, the kind of vector that is from 1 to 11 minus 1 in increasing order. Okay, so positive in lesser positive integer vector. Yeah, we'll just call it 11 vector 11. Okay, so then yeah, that's inverse is that. Okay, so and this is equal to in our permutation symmetric permutation notation. Okay, that's that. Yeah. Then is there a pattern? Well, we made just two examples, right? Yeah, here 2 3 and 2 3, 2 5 and 2 5, and then 3 4. Okay, okay. Well, at least this part is consistent. 2 3 and 2 3, 2 2 5 and 2 5. Yeah, that part is consistent, but we need to make more examples. Okay, yeah. Another interesting fact. Uh, 2 plus 5 is 7, and 3 plus 4 is also 7. Okay, so is this coincidence? I don't know. It could be, or maybe there's a pattern. We just need to make more examples, okay? Yeah, because we are new to this. I am, okay? Yeah. 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Nice. Yeah. Approaching the same problem from different angle using permutations, symmetric permutations. Maybe we'll find something. I don't know. Okay, it's just worthwhile to explore. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 5 minutes. Thank you. Nice. All right, let's now put this behind us. Okay, let's talk about something else. Uh, let's talk about prophets. Okay. It could be in music, literature, science, mathematics. Like the kind of prophets like that appears like once a century, the rare one, like talking about Isaac Newton, Galileo Galilei. Albert Einstein is not one of them, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. The photoelectric effect. It's not a difficult theory. Other scientists could have discovered that. All right, if it was not him. All right. It's important though. Okay, but it's not a very difficult theory. What is photoelectric theory? Photon hits on some photon hits some metal and the electron comes out. That's photoelectric theory. Okay, so photoelectric effect. Okay, so it's important, like the application in like laser and stuff. Okay, but it's not like I don't think it takes a genius to figure that out. Okay, so I don't think so. So yeah, prophet. It's kind of broad term, like genius, like historical celebrities, like Newton, Galilei, whatever, Aristotle maybe. Okay, so Rene Descartes, the kind of like geniuses that appears like once a century, that kind of people. Okay, so am I one of them? Or are you one of them? Could be. Okay, how about me? Do I think I'm one of those geniuses, prophets? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do think so. Then am I a narcissist? And some people may say so. Whatever. But I mean, the academic papers that I have written and published, I have published many. Okay, I think those are very important ones. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I some kind and generous teachers of mine when I was in high school, South Korea. Okay, in my hometown. Okay, kind and generously comment complimented me. Yeah, oh yeah, honky. Yeah, once in a century kind of genius. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm very grateful. Thank you. Okay. Then why does God send prophets like only once in a century, once every 100 years, on average, more or less? Okay. My guess is that it's because people they take slow time to catch up with those prophets, geniuses. Okay, because human evolution is slow process because people are busy. Okay, so if God sent too many prophets at once, then those prophets, except one in a century, will be wasted. They will not be understood, and their works will be forgotten. Okay, then what a waste of God's prophets, geniuses, historical celebrities. Okay, to prevent that waste of valuable assets, kind of divine assets, prophets. Okay, I think that's why God only sent one prophet at a time in a century, 100-year period. Okay, so more or less on average, because that's enough, right? Because people need ample time to catch up with that prophet, like it could be Galilei, Newton, what, whoever, Mendel in Mendelian genetics. Okay, it just takes long time for people to catch up with one prophet because that prophet is ahead of time. Okay, so yeah, that's a theory. Okay, prophetology, study of prophets. Okay, or prophetesses. Okay, yeah. Hmm? Now, let's talk about okay, Hercules history. Yesterday we ran out of time. Okay, let's continue. So, I went AWOL when I was in high school. okay, South Korea in Pampo. I'm very grateful they took me back. Okay, so it's like I went on vacation. I traveled to America alone when I was in high school, and it was not summer vacation time. What semester was that? I think it was during spring semester. Okay, yeah, because I did wear coat. Because I was like, I just want to stop studying, I don't do that, okay? I'm not recommending people doing this. No, no, no. Stay in school, do good in school, okay? I'm telling you what I did, but do I think it was a mistake? Yes, but I had to do it. Why? I could not wait until summer vacation. Why? Because we had this big school exam, okay? I studied so hard, I got the number one spot in high school, okay? Because I wanted it. I wanted to be the number one in high school, and I got it. To achieve that, I studied so hard. After that, okay, I got number one spot. Now I'm gonna take on a vacation. I cannot wait until summer semester. No, I just left. Okay, I didn't just travel. I traveled to America from South Korea. Again, I'm not recommending people doing this. No way, no way. Okay, I'm just telling you what I did. And do I regret it? I do not. Was it a mistake? Yes. But I do not regret making that mistake, okay? Nobody got hurt. Some hurt feelings, my parents, friends, teachers, class classmates, only a few of them were my friends. Others out of 50 boys, high school, South Korea, how many friends did I have? Maybe five out of 50. The rest of them didn't care about me. I was not that popular. So that was 10th grade. Actually, let me take that back. In 10th grade, high school, in South Korea, 3 years middle school, 3 year high school. Okay, so yeah, I was the second year in high school. Okay, and they actually elected me to be vice class president. So I guess maybe many more than five people liked me, huh? Okay, well, thank you. Okay, I take that back. Maybe more than five people liked me. Okay, thank you, thank you. So yeah, my parents, siblings, my relatives, uncles, aunts, my friends, my teachers in high school worried about me, okay? Because I just disappeared. I ran away from my family, from my friends, from my high school. I ran away. Was I gonna come back? Actually, I did not plan on coming back. I just went to America. Because I back then I had dual citizenship. Now I'm just American citizen, okay? Because at the age of 18, my final year in South Korea high school, I chose America. Okay. But before that, I had dual citizenship. Okay. So I have American passport. Okay. I was ahead. Okay. Yeah. So thanks to my parents and thanks to American embassy in Korea and Korean government. Okay. So they allowed me to have dual citizenship. Okay. So I went to America. Okay. That was something like year 1995. So I was 11th grade. Okay. I was 17. Huh? Or 16. Okay. 5 minutes break. Now story time. Okay. Yeah. 5 minutes break. Forgot it. Welcome to the Human Show. Yeah. Now it's Human Show, not Human School because you are having fun. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so last night I did some ego search. What is ego search? Like Google, type my name. But the thing is this, my name Honky, I don't give it out. Why? Because nobody else has this name. It's like giving out my social security number. It's, it's too easily identifiable because nobody else has this name in English spelling, Honky, okay? So I don't give out my name easily, okay? So unless it's necessary. Oh yeah, so I just go by Lee, okay? Oh, there are so many Lees in Alaska. Okay. In the world, okay? Yeah, so many Lees. So I just did some ego search last night, okay, on my bed, and then well, more Hunky's biography later, okay? Yeah, so in Google AI, Gemini, which is very good AI, okay? I read news article like some AI equipped drone ship in Navy. They rescued two helicopter pilots in the Middle East, right? Yeah, so AI can robots can save lives. Okay, so which is good. Okay, yeah, and yeah, Google Gemini AI. Okay, so I just typed hunkily Eagle search, and then at that point last night it showed up. Okay, it was interesting. Yeah, Google Gemini AI. Okay, yeah, Honkily is notorious for innovative political campaign in 2022 U.S. Senate election in Alaska. So I'm like, why notorious though? And then I remember, I mean, back in 2021, 2022 for U.S. Senate election, right? I ran as an independent. Okay, so social media campaign and a lot of friends, like art talent contribution friends. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, and also like me going to like karaoke bar, dance club, and singing and dancing, advertising my campaign, and open Zoom show, of course. Okay, like nowadays Instagram Live. Okay, so and the whole time I'm just drinking alcohol. So many people in America, also in the world, hate it. There's so many anti-alcohol activists out there in the world, including South Korea these days. Okay, so many people are against alcohol consumption. I understand. Okay, yeah, sometimes some people make troubles like drinking and driving and all that stuff. Okay, so I understand why so many people in the world are against alcohol consumption. I understand. Okay, but me, I drink safely. I drink at home in the evening, and I drink very slowly. Okay, so welcome to Humor Show. Okay, yeah. And when I did the US Senate campaign, I made a lot of jokes, like an open Zoom show or Instagram Live. Some political jokes, okay? Basically criticizing or making fun of other candidates. And other times, party time, like I'm drinking alcohol and open Zoom show or Instagram Live. Yeah, some people all around the world. It's international, okay? Internet, right? Yeah, open Zoom show, Instagram Live. Uh, yeah, I would just drink alcohol and it's like party time, okay? Making jokes, political or otherwise. And maybe perhaps people are offended by my sense of humor, my jokes. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Okay. I apologize. But jokes are jokes are jokes. Okay. Just having fun. Did I make racial jokes sometimes? Yeah. Did I make gender jokes? Yes. Did I make age jokes. Yeah, okay. Like making fun of different genders, making fun of different races, making fun of people of different age group. Yeah, I joked about all of them. Why? Because I'm a comedian, okay? Yeah, I make jokes. But did I make fun of myself too? Of course I did. Self-deprecative jokes, okay? But yeah, I didn't win the election, okay? It does not matter. That's irrelevant. I had a good time. We had good time. People I met, okay? And I learned from them, and they learned from me. Mutual exchange of information, knowledge, and we became friends because I ran for U.S. Senate. Okay, so I gained everything. I won everything except the election itself. Okay, so it does not matter whether I win or lose in an election. Okay, it does not matter. We became friends. That's priceless. We gained knowledge, priceless. Okay, and we had fun. We gained happiness. So we won. It was successful campaign. Okay, so welcome to Human School. Okay, cheers. Yeah, 5 minutes back for correct. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I maybe it's been 1 hour. Time check. We got 12 limit here. Yeah, it's been about 1 hour. Okay, yeah. Let's ventilate. Sure. Oh, yeah. Five. Take five. Okay, welcome back. We are back. Yeah, so I'm kind of adventurous person. Okay, so yeah, my life has been quite interesting because I seek pursue adventure. Okay, that's one of the reasons I came to Alaska. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I'm interested in life history. Okay, because I like adventures. Okay, so uh, did I write books about it? Oh yeah. In the name of humanology, he prays series. I use my own name. It's in Amazon Kindle. Okay, it's not free. It's like $2, $3. Most of the time $3. Okay, depend on number of pages and number of selfie photos that I put in there. People like 500 pages in Microsoft Word, photos and essays, novels, poetry, you name it. Okay, sometimes mathematical equations. Okay, so but that's what I do that these days. Okay, but back in the days, so I started publishing in Alaska. Okay, I've been in Alaska for 11 years. So I've been writing and publishing in Amazon Kindle for 11 years. How many book volumes so far? More than 50. 50, okay. Because I'm a writer too, okay? But initially in Alaska, like 11 years ago, for first like 2 to 3 years, I did not use my own name. I used my pen name. So my name is Honky Lee. So to same initial, Henry Leroy. That's the name I used. It's in Amazon Kindle. The book title series, about 25 of them, okay? Alaska, comma, stranger, comma, romance, comma, and dot, dot, dot. Okay, so I just looked it up, okay? Do my breaks. And yeah, Google AI Gemini. Yeah, Alaska Stranger Romance and dot, dot, dot by Henry Leroy. This episodic series follows a man who journeys to Alaska, gets caught up in a mysterious adventure, and finds himself tangled in a romance along the way. Yeah, it's good, nice summary. So I did in Google AI, Gemini. Okay, nice. Yeah, yeah, it's very nice. Okay, AI, good kind of AI. Okay, I did talk about some dating, because I'm 47 now, but 11 years ago I was like 36. I was in my 30s. I did date back then, okay? So I did talk about dating experience. I did not use people's real names because it's their privacy. Oh yeah, yeah. I used different names, okay? So to protect their identity and stuff, okay? But yeah, I did date one lady at a time, okay? Because I'm monogamous. So I did write about dating experiences. Okay, yeah, and some other stuff too, like science, mathematics, philosophy, history, you name it. Okay, and also semi-autobiographical sketch. Yeah, my personal autobiographical stories, like high school stories, middle school, elementary school stories. Yeah, it's already published. Okay, yeah. How many people bought it? So I have written like more than 50 books by now. Okay, how many people bought it? Maybe five, 10. But thank you. Okay, but it's not my goal to make money or to become famous. It's not my goal to even entertain people. Then why do I write it? Why do I write? It's mostly to entertain myself. Okay. It's creative outlet. Kind of like memorializing these experiences that I had. Okay, yeah. put it down on the record. Even some dreams I had, memorable dreams as I was sleeping. Okay. I want it to be recorded. Okay. Because to me, those are precious experiences. You know, dream? Yeah, I saw it. It's beautiful. I do not want it to be forgotten. I want it to, I want to write the dreams I had. If it's a good, interesting dream, I want to write it down and I want to publish it. I want it to be recorded and preserved. The dream I had, nobody else have seen it. Everybody have different kinds of dreams, right? Dreams cannot be shared. It's not like TV show or movie, right? Dreams are very personal experience. You have a dream, nobody have, nobody else saw that dream that you saw when you were sleeping, right? It's something very, very special. Dreams. Yeah, the dream I saw last night, nobody else have seen it, but I saw it. I remember it, and I want to record it, and I want to publish it. Not just dreams, experience too. Your experience. Let's say you went to a karaoke bar and somebody sang, maybe you sang and danced, and other people saw it, right? From different angles. Because there are different tables and chairs, right? But it's a shared experience in real world, right? But the way you experience that karaoke bar experience, in your angle, maybe somebody you saw somebody else performing, or maybe you performed yourself. That experience is uniquely yours. Other people from different angle, right? Right? So your experience is uniquely yours, okay? Just like a dream, kinda, okay? But dream is more special than that. It's more personal because nobody can even see it in current technology. Maybe in the future, okay? But for now, at least, okay, the dream that you have experienced, nobody's seen it. Okay, it's something very special. Dreams, okay. But like your experience, your autobiography, okay, the strings of events, succession of events, that's uniquely yours, okay. So yeah, I do recommend you to write your autobiography, okay. Yeah, and that's what I did, okay. Yeah, like journal, diary, right? Yeah. Hmm? Publication. Well, you can use your pen name. That's what I did for at first when I was younger, like 10 years younger. Okay, Henry Leroy. Uh, because I kind of was shy about it at first. Nowadays, yeah, I'm 47, and as a writer, okay, I have evolved. Okay, I watch my language more. Okay, and when I write these days, I'm more like political neutral. I do not touch on some controversial subject matters. Not nowadays, okay? Back in the days, yes, I did. That's why I use my pen name, okay? Nowadays, I'm more political neutral as an independent, okay? So yeah, I use my own real name when I publish in Amazon Kindle because I do not write about controversial subject matters and I do not want controversy. I'm older. I'm 47. I want to live a nice and easy and peaceful life. No debate, no controversy. Something neutral with neutral language. Hmm? Like mosquitoes. Isn't it amazing? Such a tiny little insect can fly without helicopter, airplane, drone, electronics, engine, motor, electric or gasoline powered. But tiny little insect, mosquito, okay? Isn't it amazing they can fly? While we, humans, we cannot fly without machines. Okay? Or hang glider or like a parachute, expensive equipments. Hmm? But mosquitoes or fruit flies, they can fly. They're so tiny. So they can achieve something that humans cannot. Yeah? So when I write that, I didn't. Nowadays, I do not write as often. I'm 47, okay, but I'm kind of verbally writing here, okay? Yeah, when I talk about mosquitoes like that, okay, it has nothing to do with politics. It's not about ideologies. It's not about religions. I'm talking about insect, mosquito. I don't like mosquitoes. I do not, but I appreciate it. It's able to fly. Such a tiny insect. It's sensor, not C, but S. Okay, the sensory perceptive system in tiny little insect mosquito, it sense carbon dioxide, heat, and come at me. But I do not want to donate my blood to these mosquitoes, although I appreciate them, okay? Ninja mosquitoes, so fierce. I do not want to donate my blood to mosquitoes, although I appreciate them, because I do not want them near me. So I punch and kick them, okay? But I do appreciate mosquitoes, okay? Uh, that's my insects, okay? Five is very for rest, okay? Yeah, thank you. All right, 5 minutes, take five, okay? Yeah, good. All right. welcome to human show, human school, okay? Where entertainment is education. Fruit fly, huh? Let me get this. I do not want any insects in my house, okay? All right. Yeah, so love my house, okay? What? No, time check. We are 12 limit here, okay? So, and how to read the first? Yeah. Eh, uh, yeah, we got more than 30 minutes left, okay? Yeah, so mosquitoes. Okay, so earlier today, 1 hour lunch time, okay, I went to a park, but I did not go to the wooded area because that's where mosquitoes are. I stand, I went to a park, but ran, walk, run again. So I'm 47. After I run for what, 5 minutes, 7, 10 minutes, my feet get sore these days. Okay. So then I start walking after running. Then after that, yeah, I run again. Okay, to give some rest to my feet. Okay, but in between, then you have to push ups. Okay, yeah. But I stay in an open area because there are no mosquitoes in open area. Why? Because mosquitoes they do not sit or perch on the ground, maybe to avoid being stepped on or to avoid ants. I don't know, okay, but they sit on like tall grasses or trees, okay, perch, okay. Yeah, so open area, yeah, mosquitoes are not there, okay? So I stay in open area, okay, in the park. Okay. How do I do push-ups? Yeah, on a bench. Okay. Yeah, this nice metallic bench or wooden bench. Yeah, so push up on that. Okay. Not on the ground though. Why? On the ground it's too dirty. Too many bacteria there. Okay. So against the bench, it could be wooden, metallic, whatever. Okay. Or against a fallen tree. Okay. Log. Okay. In the forest. Sure. But not on the ground. It's too dirty. Yeah, like feces, animal feces, okay, and bacteria. So I don't know to push it on the ground, okay. It's too dirty. Too many bacteria there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, I love adventures, okay. I like challenging myself. Do I like challenging other people? Not really. Why would I challenge other people? No, I'm solo, okay. Yeah, I'm like happy single guy. I don't. I do not want to. I do not interact with people unless it's necessary. Okay. I'm kind of solitary person. Okay, so I like being alone. Okay. I interact with people. I love people. I interact with people only if it is necessary. Okay. I'm just happy single guy. So yeah, do I want to challenge people? No. Why would I do that? But I like challenging myself though. So when I was in US Army, yeah, I tried to join special forces. Okay. I dropped out after 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah. Well, but before that, North Carolina Fort Bragg, yeah, 3 weeks in hell back in 2011 before deployment. Okay. So, yeah, 2 weeks in hell, 3 weeks in hell back then, 2011. I dropped out for 2 weeks, but before that, I was in Fort Hood, Texas. Yeah, we trained for 1 month together. So 1 month and a half special forces training. It was nice. I liked it. Okay. Yeah. But it was too much. That's why I dropped out. Okay. Cheers. Hmm? It was nice experience. Yeah. I learned a lot. Okay. Yeah. Hmm? But when before I went to North Carolina for Bragg, okay, 3 week selection courses, US Army Special Forces. Okay. Before that, I did a lot of internet research. Okay. Yeah, like web blog, special forces experience. Okay. So I read somebody writing their experience in the internet. Okay. Yeah, like when they arrived in North Carolina for brag for special forces selection course, 3 weeks in hell. They say the reception event was very unceremonious. Okay, I remember reading that. It's not that special, like no fanfare. Okay, no like trumpets. They say it was very informal and not like big ceremony, fancy. They say it was not like that. I remember reading about it. Unceremonious, okay? Not that special looking. That's how they described it, okay? I remember reading it. And yeah, and I went there myself. Special Forces candidate, okay? And he was like that. Yeah, he was quite casual. Yes. Does not even look that serious, okay? I remember because I was there. I experienced it myself, okay? I'm glad that I did. It was nice. And quite friendly too. Yeah. Hmm? Humane. Yes. The special forces sergeants, okay? They're nice. They're cool. Yeah. They're real special forces people, sergeants, okay? Oh, I met many of them, okay? They're cool. Yeah. So yeah, they're real special forces, US Army sergeants, okay? Rigorous training. So rigorous such that I had to drop out after 2 weeks in North Carolina for brag, okay? I could not handle it, but they did. They belong to Special Forces unit in North Carolina, okay? For brag. But they're very nice. Yeah. Very kind, humane. Yes. I met many of them, okay? Yeah. They're cool. Yeah. Hmm? Time check now. Uh, we got more than 30 minutes left, okay? Yeah, so yeah, let's talk about US Army Special Forces experience, okay? Sure. 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Welcome to Human School, okay? Oh, yeah. Sure. 5 minutes, okay? Yeah. Oh. Okay, back. Now, we're now talking about literature, like non-linear timeline, okay, some parallel, similar, two different stories, two different events, different time, different space, but similarity and contrast, non-linear storytelling. Let's do that, okay? Now let's go to Los Angeles, California, from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, okay? Yeah, let's go back to 1995, Los Angeles, California, when I first arrived in that airport, LAX. International Airport, Los Angeles, California. Okay, 1995. Okay, North Carolina, Fort Bragg. That's like 2011. Okay, now back to 1995, like 16 years before that, 2011. Okay, Los Angeles, California. Okay, I just arrived in the airport alone as what 17-year-old teenager, unceremonious. Okay, there's no welcome party. Nobody knew me there in that airport. Yeah, outside of that gate, I did not have check-in luggage, okay? So, but outside of the security gate, yeah, other people, the Americans, okay? It's Los Angeles, California, but it's not Hollywood. So they're real Americans, okay? In Los Angeles, LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, which is outside of Hollywood, okay? I used to live in LA, so I know, okay? So they're the real Americans, okay? Okay, and they are looking for their maybe family members, relatives, friends, uh, outside of that interior, inside of that airport. You know, when you have the security gate, right? Automatic door, and people come out of there and to greet their friends, family members. Okay, but I did not have any. Nobody even knew. I traveled from South Korea to Los Angeles, California, America. Okay, because I did not tell anybody. I ran away, okay? It has to be secret, okay? As a 17-year-old, run away, teenager. I did not tell anybody where I was going because I did not want to be found. I did not want to be found. Okay? From South Korea across Pacific Ocean, airplane, and then yeah, Los Angeles, California. Okay, so nobody knew other than myself and God, maybe angels, okay, in heaven. I don't know, okay, but human beings, nobody knew except for myself that I was there that day. 1995, Los Angeles, California, okay? Nobody knew about it except for myself. No human beings, okay? I was born in America, okay? 1978, okay? Ithaca, New York. Then I grew up in South Korea with my father finished his PhD, 1978, okay? So, but in America, when I was in South Korea growing up, yeah, Hollywood movie, TV shows, okay, so yeah, music videos, okay. But it was first time as a conscious adult, not as a baby, that I actually experienced the real America. That was 1995 when I was 17, okay, as a teenager, okay. So it was not like what I saw in the movies, Hollywood movies or TV shows or music videos. It's just like Korea, regular people, okay. So I exited the security gate inside of LAX airport. I looked around, okay? And they didn't look at me. But my impression, my memory, they were not impressed by me. No, because they are looking for their friends, travelers, their relatives, their family members, and I'm not one of their family members, or I'm not their friends, okay? So some random guy, 17-year-old teenager, Asian. So I looked at them, Americans, okay, all different races, and they did look at me, some of them, okay. Okay, yes, but I, the way I remember, they were not impressed at all by me. So I was a little bit disappointed, actually. Maybe they were disappointed too, because I was not the one that they were waiting for. But I was disappointed by the fact that I did not impress them. Okay. So it was very unceremonious experience. First time in America, Los Angeles, California, back in 1995. Okay. I remember. How many years ago? Huh, 31 years ago. Okay. That is 2026, right? Yeah. So that's why I remember unceremonious. Okay. Yeah. In special forces reception area. Or Los Angeles, California. That was 2011. But before that, yeah, 1995. Very first time coming back to America as a conscious person, not as a 3 month old baby when I was born in Ithaca, New York, okay? But as a conscious person who can retain memory, okay? Yeah, very unceremonious. First time experience of America that I remember. The earliest experience of America with my retained memory when I was 17, 1995, okay? It was very unceremonious, okay? Just like a U.S. Army Special Forces reception, unceremonious. Like, just ordinary, nothing special, mundane, day to day. Mm. So there's some similarity there. U.S. Army Special Forces reception experience, unceremonious. And me coming back for the very first time to America, 1995, 17-year-old teenager, unceremonious in Los Angeles, California airport. Okay, so there's some similarity there. Okay, yeah, yeah, parallel non-linear writing in literature. Okay, yeah, and I learned about it. Okay, so yeah, 5 minutes break for rest. Okay, yeah, because humor is school, humanity. Okay, yeah. Time check. Yeah, we got like more than 20 minutes left. Okay, good. 5 minutes break. Thank you. But very cool. Nice. Okay, so now another parallel. Okay, so like South Korea, Sewa High School in Pampo, my childhood hometown is South Korea. Okay, Gangnam, South River. Okay, a great school. It's a regular high school, but very good one, exceptional one. Okay, India Army in America. I was in America, U.S. Army between 2009 and 2013. Okay, yeah, Fort Hood, Texas, First Cavalry. It's regular army, but exceptionally good one, okay? Just like Seoul High School in Pampo, South Korea, okay? Yeah, so some parallel there, okay? Okay. Regular high school, regular army unit, but exceptionally good ones, okay? I was lucky, okay? I thank God, okay? God is, yeah, I thank that, okay? I was lucky. Yeah. Because Pampo, South Korea, Seoul High School, after I ran away, they accepted me back. First Cavalry, Fort Hood, Texas. After I ran away, kinda, but I was approved, okay, to go to Special Forces in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. But I dropped out of there, but they accepted me back. Regular Army, First Cavalry, Fort Hood, Texas, okay. Thank you. Yeah. So there's good parallel there, okay? Now let's go back to North Carolina, 2011, Fort Bragg, Special Forces. 3 weeks in hell, selection course, okay? Yes, from all different units in America, all different majors like MOS, military occupational specialty, okay? My job was electrician for helicopters, 94 Romeo, okay? But 11 Bravo people came. They're infantry people. And they did very well in special forces training, okay? Yeah. I remember, okay? Yeah. We did do a lot of field training, okay? Yeah. Rucksack March, Rock Run, and all that stuff. Okay, so, yeah, 11 Bravo, they did very well in Special Forces, I think, of course. Okay. Okay. They're younger than me, too. Look, I joined the Army 2009. I was 31 years old, okay? And other candidates in the U.S. Army Special Forces that year, 2011, some of them are actually older than me. Maybe five of them. How many people in class? About 200, 300 people from all around the U.S. Army bases, many different states, okay? Maybe about five of them are older than me, okay? Others, younger than me. I was 30, what, 2011? I was 33. I was born in 1978, okay? So, yeah, most of them, like, younger than me. About two to 300 people in that class. It was springtime, around April, March, something like that, okay? Maybe May. I think it's more like March and April, okay? Yeah. Yeah, so reception area, okay. A building, wooden building, not that big, but it was dirty. So I grabbed broomstick and the dust pan, and I started to clean that reception area. I did. It was dirty, okay? And we were just waiting there doing nothing, okay? They were like chatting between each other, okay? Talking, small talk. Really? I know how to be social, okay? But I'm kind of solo, solitary guy. That's my personality, okay? And the room is this is a not two-story building, it's one-story hut. It's like maybe there's 3 rooms, 5 rooms in there, reception area, okay? It was dirty, okay? So I started to clean, okay? Broomstick, dustpan, because that's how I was trained as a junior enlisted soldier in the US Army, okay? Army joke? Yeah, if there's one thing that you learn from US Army experience, yeah, you learn how to clean, okay? Yeah. So I learned very well from Fort Benning, Georgia. That's like Columbus, Georgia, and Fort after that, Fort Gordon, Augusta, Georgia. Okay, yeah, basic combat training, Fort Benning, Georgia, and advanced Israel training in Fort Gordon, Georgia. Okay, 3 months there, 6 months there, and then back in Fort Hood, Texas, Clinton, Texas. Okay, yeah, Clinton is a narrow town. The house is Fort Hood, Texas. Okay, yeah. So as a junior and a soldier, yeah, we learn how to clean. Okay. Yeah. So it's like U.S. Army Special Forces, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, a reception building, wooden building, not that big, no, 1 story. It's like farmhouse, okay, wooden, maybe 5 rooms there, okay. It was so dirty, okay. So I picked up the broomstick, dustpan, I start to clean. I asked other Special Forces candidates, hey, join me. Let's clean this place. It's dirty. They did not join me cleaning this session area. Not a single one of them, okay? So-called special forces candidates, they will not join me cleaning this area. So I just cleaned by myself, alone. What did I do? Small talk, chatting, conversation. Ha! I'm not making this up. It happened back in 2011, 15 years ago. But I remember I'm like, what kind of unit you are coming from? I did not say that. I'm a peaceful person. Okay? No argument, no criticism, no. But I wanted to clean this place because it was dirty. Ugh. I did ask them to join me cleaning this place, this session area. Fort Bragg, North Carolina, okay, recession building for special forces candidates. I asked them to join me. How many people were there? Maybe about 50, 30 to 50, okay. Not single one of them joined me. But back then, US Army Special Forces, I don't know about now. It's all guys, okay. Most of them are younger than me, okay. I was like, what, 2011? I was like 33. Most of them are younger than me, okay. Maybe 10 of them are older than me. I don't know. But at that time, there were about 50 people, all guys, okay. They will not join me cleaning this place. I did ask, okay. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Okay, you do not want to join me? Whatever. Feel free to have a conversation. Oh, you're from different units, different states, different MOS, military occupation specialty. Oh, they're so busy talking to each other, random strangers, right? Special forces, selection course, candidates, just busy talking. Me? Yeah, look, I know how to socialize, but I talk to other people only if it's necessary. I'm a solitary guy, okay? And the room is dirty. So I picked up a broomstick, dustpan. I started to clean. Nobody asked me to do that. I wanted to do that, okay? Because it was too dirty. And I asked them to join me. It's like wooden building, one story, no upstairs, no downstairs, okay? But it's dirty, okay? So I want to clean this place, okay? I asked them to join me. There were like 20 to 30 people there. And they will not join me cleaning this place. It's like, we have 10 minutes left, okay? 2 minutes break, vocal rest, okay? I'm like, what kind of unit, what kind of MOS you guys, where coming from? They were American army soldiers, but what's your rank? Huh? Duh. 5 minutes, thank you. 2 minutes, thank you, okay? Yeah. Okay, so in the US Army, okay, they're like privates, specialists, and sergeants, okay, but there's forgotten rank, corporal, okay. Yeah, E4, but corporal in US Army is like higher than E4 specialist, but corporal is still E4, okay, but technically it's sergeant, the NCO, non-commissioned officer, okay. I know that, okay. Not very well known outside US Army, okay. I remember, okay. Yeah, so in that room, okay, like what was 20 to 30 people who just arrived that day for U.S. Army Special Forces Selection Course for Bragg, North Carolina, okay. Nobody would join me clean the room, okay. Why? Maybe they feel so special. So they do not do this mundane job of cleaning the room, pick up the broomstick, dustpan, Maybe they want to be so special. Maybe that's why I joined the special forces, U.S. Army. Okay, so they will not volunteer to clean this reception area, although I did invite them to join me clean the room, and they did not join me. Oh, time check. We got like 5 minutes left. Okay, so maybe they feel they're like nobility higher up. Oh, U.S. Army Special Forces, elitism. Okay, so they do not want to do mundane, humble job of cleaning the reception area with dustpan and broomstick. Maybe they feel so special to be sent there to be special forces. I'm like, what kind of unit are these people come from? Because where I came from in the U.S. Army, yeah, regular Army, First Cavalry, Fort Texas, Clean Texas. That's the wonderful town how that houses Fort Texas. 1 hour north of Austin, Texas. Okay, good unit, First Cavalry. Okay, yeah, they do barracks inspection. Okay, when we do something wrong, yeah, we are required to clean the bathroom as a punishment. Okay. Yeah, yeah, police call. What is police call? It's about cleaning. Yeah, picking up the cigarette butts in the smoking area, picking up trash. Fort Texas, Fourth Cavalry, very good leadership. Regular army, okay, but we learned it, okay, how to clean our barracks rooms. Fort Texas, police call, okay, it's not the police officers. Police call meaning that picking up the trash, okay. Yeah, we did, our hangars, because we are like avionics. We do with helicopters, okay? Yeah, we go to down the hangar, pick up the trash. Barracks buildings, Fort Hood, Texas, okay? Pick up the trash. Cigarette butts, okay? That came from very good unit. Regular Army, 4th Cavalry, Fort Hood, Texas. Now, how many minutes do we have? About 30 minutes, okay? So I'm used to that, okay? Yeah, cleaning, okay, picking up the trash. So when I see this reception area in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, for Special Forces candidates reception area, oh, that was not nice. It's not clean, very dirty. So my instant reaction is, I have to clean this place. So I pick up broomstick, dustpan, and start cleaning. Okay. Now, how many minutes do I have? 2 minutes. Okay. So because I have to clean this place, okay? It's too dirty, okay? So I asked guys, special forces candidates from other states, other units in U.S. Army, 2011, okay? Nobody has joined me. I did ask, maybe once for sure. Twice, maybe. They did not join me. Cleaning this room, okay? It's like 5 room, wooden, one-story building, okay? Old school, okay? But they did not join me cleaning that place. They would just talk, chat, have some conversation. Really. Maybe they want to be special, elitist. Oh, you say you so yeah, you are saying this cleaning with broomstick, dustpan is too low down, too humble for you. You want to be special. That's why you apply to be US Army Special Forces. Okay, yeah. Time check now. Maybe some of them did pass 3 weeks in hell. I didn't. Okay. Maybe they're up to like more push-ups, sit-ups, 10-mile run. I don't know. But I was disappointed at them. Okay. Because they did not learn how to humble themselves. How important it is to pick up the broomstick, dustpan, and clean the room. Uh, I wish they learn it later on in their life. Okay? So yeah, it's been 2 hours. I'll see you later, okay? Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Mhm.